With fighting in Gaza only intensifying as time goes on, some in Israel are calling for the implementation of harsher measures against the Hamas-held territory. As Israel continues the battle against Hamas in Gaza, much of the world has attacked the Jewish state for the death of Arab civilians, despite extreme efforts on the part of the IDF to avoid killing non-combatants. This behavior has generally received support from Israelis, both for the military aspects and efforts to avoid civilian casualties.
I don't know. I'm in the middle. I really don't know. I don't know what to think.
I think they are innocent civilians, but if we need to fight terror, there will be civilians that will be killed.
But legal experts and rabbis have come out against this, arguing the people of Gaza chose Hamas.
In the Gaza Strip today, you have a government headed by Hamas, which was voted democratically into power by the populace, just as Adolf Hitler was voted into power democratically by the Germans.
They voted for the killers and they sent the killers to kill us. To call them innocent is a tragic comedy.
We're talking about a society that is dedicated to murder and savagery and barbarism. We're talking about a society where in their kindergartens they brainwash 3-year-olds, 4- and 5-year-olds, that their job in life, their purpose on earth, is to kill the Jews and drive them into the sea.
Before and during Operation Cast Lead in the Gaza Strip, Israel has been sending humanitarian aid into Gaza, knowing much of the aid is going to the Hamas.
Humanitarian aid is something that is given to a civilian population that is innocent, non-combatant, not involved in the fighting and the killing. And the world has a conscience and wishes to help innocent civilians. But I don't believe that there are any innocent civilians in this situation.
Many rabbis have argued during wartime that it's not individuals but nations that we are fighting, and this applies to a civilian population which supports attacks against the Jewish people.
It's entirely plain that it is against the Torah, and for that matter against common sense and basic universal human morality, that we should endanger even one of our soldiers when fighting such evil, that the sole purpose of which is to destroy us.
A battle is a battle. Sometimes in this situation there are some that maybe you would not kill them, but they are partners of the killers. Not only partners, they give shelters.
It says in the Mechilta, in Parashat Beshalach, Tov shebagoyim harog b'sha'at milchama, which means that in a time of war, one does not distinguish between the different individuals on the enemy side of the fence, of the conflict. One has to fight the enemy without any thought for such distinctions. This is a halakha pesukah. This is an absolute halachic imperative that is quoted in the Shulchan Aruch in 2 places, once in Yoreh De'ah, Kof Nun Het, and once in Hoshe Mishpat, Taf Kaf He.
The right of a state is to protect itself even in such situations that you are responding by shooting those murderers, and even if it occurs that innocent people will suffer.
War is very cruel and tragic and something to be avoided. But where it cannot be avoided, it has to be prosecuted with absolute determination to destroy the enemy. And the Jewish people, the moral position of the Jewish people is not, as the bleeding heart liberals would have it, that any human life, when lost or when swept away by an act of violence, is something to be mourned. That's not the case. It depends on who Who is being killed? And for what reason? It says in the book of Mishlei, the book of Proverbs, Ba'avod Risha'im Rinah, when the evil are destroyed, there is rejoicing. The Hamas and the Islamistic world in general, the people who celebrate when a bus in Jerusalem is blown up, these people are evil. And when such people are destroyed, we have no tears to shed.